Specifically, this paper studies Alive, a vegan small restaurant located in Barcelona. These are Tony and Sarah. In October 2017, they opened Alive, a vegan restaurant. Due to its location in Travessera de les Corts, the establishment is not allowed to have a terrace, so during its first years, they had an inside capacity of 65 dinners and served an average of 70 to 80 lunch menus during weekdays and 50 on the weekends. The staff consisted of 4 full-time employed cooks, 2 part-time waiters, and the 2 self-employed owners, who also served and controlled the shifts. But then, COVID-19, an infectious disease caused by a newly discovered kind of coronavirus, appeared. The first case of COVID-19 appeared in Wuhan, China, the 17th of November of 2019. In Spain, the focus of this case study, the first case was detected on the 31st of January 2020, although it was not until the 14th of March 2020 that the state of emergency was declared. On the 11th of March 2020, the World Health Organization declared a global pandemic due to its rapid spread worldwide, along with its high mortality. One of the most affected industries has been hospitality, accounting for 217,539 bars and restaurants, employing 1.7 million people and representing 4.7% of the country's GDP.
Due to the pandemic, Alive had to change its working organization. During the quarantine, all workers were paid through the Record of Temporary Employment Regulation, what in Spain is known as ERTE. According to the number of staff, they had to gradually adjust it in relation to the revenue made. After the quarantine, they reopened with 4 workers, 2 cooks and 2 waiters. Afterwards, they added a 3rd cook. But then restrictions got severe again and they had to close another time. When they reopened, they had to reallocate all the hours that were used to be split between 8 people only among Tony, Sarah, and, when needed, Sarah's brother, Carlas. The restaurant's capacity has also been fluctuating alongside the different rules of the government. During lockdown, they were not allowed to have any guests at all. When the de-escalation process started, the capacity allowed started at 40% and went up from there, always ensuring a minimum security distance of 1.5 meters between tables. The restaurant adopted these measures, leaving 7 of the 20 tables they have unused.
This, and the fact that its main clients, people that work around the place, are now teleworking, has awfully reduced to 20 the number of daily lunches. On the second reopening, a 10 p.m. curfew and a restriction to close the restaurants at 9:30 p.m. was also applied, which also reduced its number of customers, as few people in Spain are used to have dinner in such early hours. Okay, but then, it's a restaurant, no? What about the food? Let's start from the beginning. As a vegan restaurant, its main source of raw products are fruits and vegetables, as well as plant-based proteins. All these being fresh products, their main suppliers are from Catalonia. There are also some meat substitutes, such as Beyond Meat, that come from the USA. Before COVID, they used to order fruits and vegetables to their providers every day, plant-based proteins only once a week, cleaning supplies every 2 weeks, and Beyond Meat and meat substitutes once a month. But now, although they have maintained contact with their suppliers during quarantine, they had to stop the orders and start going every day, just the 2 of them, to Crossmarket to do all the shopping by themselves.
Clients can come to the restaurant either by themselves, by booking a table through My Dish app, that way the managers can control the number of customers, or by using a delivery service. They do not use Uber or Glovo as they are far too expensive for them, but instead they deliver either by Stuart, which is a delivery company, or by themselves door to door. Once you arrive at the restaurant, you will have to wait to be attended. Now you have to wait with a minimum social distance from the other customers. Sarah will welcome you now, of course wearing a face screen to prevent the spread of the virus, and will tell you to put hand sanitizer before accompanying you to your table, separated 1.5 meters from the others. Referring to a restaurant's team organization, to be efficient, they work in the following way. Regarding menus, the process is very smooth. They cook many of the meals in the morning, and almost everything is prepared and well preserved from when the customer makes the order. The dishes which are excluded from the menu, however, have a longer process as they do not know what the client is going to order. Some ingredients are prepared in advance, but the majority of the dishes have to be started from scratch.
As a practical part, we offered some attainable proposals to improve the operations management of the restaurant. Firstly, as they do not use any type of system to program and evaluate short-term operation tasks, we recommend them to use short-term operation scheduling tools in order to achieve maximum efficiency and to optimize the cooking time. Applying Jackson's rule, we created a very simplified model for the restaurant based on their daily menus. Secondly, as the restaurant does not use any tool to estimate the most efficient time to make orders to suppliers, using MRP is a possible suggestion to implement in their operations plan. An example of one dish from their menu is offered only using one oven. Using lot-for-lot technique, the planning would show them when to make orders and the necessary quantities of each product, always taking into account that it is only a very simplified version of what they could do. As a last proposal, Alive could promote its delivery service and the restaurant itself through social media, a tool that they hardly use.